I mean, if you look at this Sven just has absolutely no damage. He's barely level 2. Even with God's strength, he's gonna be, you know, peaking out maybe at 200 damage. And with no carry, no hardcore carry going up against a Morphling, that is just a little bit too much to ask for. As we see, it probably initiation going on the Morphling. They're gonna swap the Storm. Storm Spirit gets swapped and Hex. That's really sloppy play by ZSMJ. He did not pop his BKB, and that was it. Now look like Necrolite is gonna be focused. Necrolite still fairly tankier, but we do chain slow being popped in. We do see Sven being picked off, and I think with that is the game. ZSMJ very sloppy. That's a lot of time to press your freaking BKB button, a swap and Magic's Missile. That is I mean, I personally expect a lot more out of professional Chinese gamer to dodge like that. If you could use Vengeful Swap to cancel Nevermore ults, you could definitely pop a BKB. That's a lot easier. And I think with that Storm Spirit caught without buyback gold, and that's it. Necrolite, no matter how BCS cannot defend against it, they still have Vegas. There you go. No, man, Storm did buy back. There you go. Never mind that. They are going to focus on Necrolite. Storm Spirit still have BKB. Keep in mind that they're going to focus on Necrolite. Storm Spirit is going to pick off the Crystal Maiden. Keep in mind the Aegis still is going to be on the Morphling. They are doing a lot of damage. ZSMJ gets a double kill. ZSMJ is going to go for triple kill. He is going to pick up the Storm, but Storm has Aegis. Wow, that Storm. Not the Storm. The Morphling finally goes down here, but he does have the Aegis. Windrunner gets picked off. So will Midrax here. Yeah, Midrax is going to be picked off. Look at how much strength he had. He was morphing his strength completely. Now that he is out of the danger, he is going to morph everything back to agility. It's going to take these mid-racks very easily. We do see Storm Spirit zipping back in. He is going to be really baller, but he is going to be picked off. Oh, Storm Spirit he is Storm Spirit just okay, but let's see if he's going to go popping back in. Let's see if they're going to defend. That mid-rax is still alive, so given all of that mid-rax is still alive. Mid-rax is finally going to fall. Okay, so that's it. I was going to say, is the SMJ going to pull his team through? No. That Morphling was just too far. And Windrunner bites back, but he is going to take so much damage. Chain Stun, Chain Silence from Sentinel team, and PIS is just carrying his team like he usually does. And with that is the game. Midrax is lost. There is a Chinese saying, I'm not going to tell you the exact Chinese saying in Chinese, but to translate it, it is, if you lose 1 racks, you're in a disadvantage. But if you lose 2 racks, that is a game. Generally, most Chinese teams don't give up unless they lose 2 racks. But they definitely don't see themselves. Well, of course they see themselves in a disadvantageous position. But they definitely won't call GG just by losing 1 racks. And you will definitely see LGD playing it out until they lose either their 2nd racks or the throne. And a lot of Chinese teams don't even type GG. Don't even type it. Even before they lose the 3rd rack. So, I mean, LG definitely in trouble. But if they could get some successful ganks coming in, they could, in theory, push down the mid racks of their enemy team. But if you look at the Sentinel team lineup, they are very sturdy. Even a Crystal Maiden is having a lot of strength item. Of course, the Morphling is going to be extremely hard to pick off with this Morph, Manta, Lifesteal, Scotty, Replicate Waveform, all that stuff. Puck, of course, have Phase, Blink, and Hex. So it's really hard for the Sentinel team to pick for the Scourge team to pick anyone off. But really, I don't think the Scourge team has any choice. The Rogue Knight has absolutely no damage. And that's another reason why I personally don't like Sven that much. He is, I mean, you could say he's fairly item independent into the mid game. He reminds me of Slaughter. Like, Sven and Slaughter is heroes that does very well into the mid game. But after that, like, it's kind of GG. Like, you really need a lot of item to make the hero worth it. As we see, Stormspirit is gonna going for the racks, but he might get Hex or something. Who's TPing? No, Morphling is gonna PB back, but keep in mind, Morphling does not have Replicate, so they averted a big push by both teams teleporting back to defend their respective racks. It was really baller of LGD to kind of fake it trading racks, but definitely LGD was faster on the pushing route, so they were definitely okay here. They made the Morphling to push back. It's probably better if maybe Morphling replicated an image, teleport back to defend, and then replicate back to continue to push for Nirvana, but I think Replicate was on cooldown or something, and you can see that LGD doing whatever he can to fight back for the map advantage, map control. Keep in mind, again, like what I said earlier, map control is everything. Map control is everything in Chinese games. If you get the map control, you get the Aegis, and both team are, you know, waiting for the Aegis to spawn, and there's a lot of big fights that happen around the Aegis. You can see that LGD pushing every single creep wave, and hopefully they could get the map control back, but Nirvana team is also going back to get their map control. So both teams fighting for map control, both teams trying to gank a single person off. If they could gank a single person off, they are really in a good position to push. And got both teams really roaming aggressively. We do see PIS picking up a Troll Warlord. That was in theory pick up help them to push. As we see, Sven is definitely in trouble. Oh my god, Sven is gonna be picked off, and they are definitely in trouble here. Sven is gonna drop like a fly here. Sven gets picked off. Storm Spirit wastes his BKB charge. It's gonna get the hell out of here, and I think with that, Nirvana is gonna push top for the victory. Sven has a 43-second time to come back. That's enough time because they do have a tower here. They do have Glyph. But mid is getting fairly pushed as well. We did see the Necrolite picking up his pipe, and we do see Storm Spirit going for AC, or he just wants some extra armor. Extra armor definitely gonna help out against the right click of that Morphling. My god, Morphling is just so far 300 crit kills, 43 minutes in. Mantisal, Scotty, BKB, wow, BKB on him as well. So he's gonna waveform BKB. That's another item on the survivability on Morphling. That's one more item that the Scourge team cannot handle. I think with this, LGD is gonna be pushed into defeat. They're gonna swap the Necrolite. Necrolite is gonna take so much damage. Necrolite falls in the span of 2 seconds here. Storm Spirit zips in. We do see the Sven popping his ultimate, but falling down in 2 hits. We do see Witch Doctor being picked off. YYF being picked off. Yeah, YYF is going to be picked off momentarily here, as we see every single hero on the Sentinel team other than Venge still alive, and I think with that they are calling the GG. And both teams calling the GG. People leaving the game, so that's it. 44 minutes, well, I won't say complete dominance, but PIS just farmed like a madman, still having 300 and something creep kill. And I have to say, LGD played it really well mid-game, despite losing the early kind of laning stage to the Sentinel team. Again, I don't personally like Sven in the trial lane because he does have some mana issues here. And it's fairly interesting to see that both teams did not pick up the energy booster shoes. What's it called? Booster boots, whatever, boots of boost, whatever that item's called. I have no idea. Yeah, it's interesting to see that both teams haven't picked up that item. I think maybe one on each team isn't too bad, but I guess it's too much of an item commitment. Treads, it's a bit, I guess, superior in terms of it gives you the extra mana if you need it, but it gives you the extra HP most of the other time as well. So maybe pro teams are favoring Treads over the energy boot as well, but I have to say LGD played that mid game. Played it very well. They were definitely behind early game. They came back mid game, and I have to say the turning point was after they won the 3 team fights. There was a team fight at the bottom where 2 or 3 hero got caught. YYF was caught farming in mid lane, and keep in mind that YYF had their mecha, so he was not in position to help out his teammate at the bottom. And with that, they got caught. And they got ganked, and they lost their mid-game advantage. And after that, they lost their mid-game advantage. I think they allowed the Morphling to farm 5 minutes to finish their Scotty. And once with that, Morphling has Scotty, they could pick, the Sentinel team could pick 5 whenever they want, however they want. And they just pushed the map for map control. They got the Roshan, Aegis on the Morphling, and that was GG. And it was a very intense team fight on the mid-racks here. But that Morphling just survived the team fight for a long time. He had around 3k health at one point, you know, with the amount of strength he was morphing in. So it was just one mistake leading to another. Well fought LGD, well fought, but Nirvana team showing that they are clearly superior in this game. And I think with that, this is Luminous signing off. Stay tuned for Game 2 here. I will be casting Game 2 as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. This is Luminous signing off. GG.